GiVE culture is so much more than a t-shirt company. GiVE culture is what we call a socially conscious lifestyle brand. The shirt that we want the world to represent stands for mindfulness, and it stands for accountability, and it means that I am a person that is aware of my behavior and my attitude and the things that I say and the way that I make the people around me feel. So GiVE culture represents mindfulness and being responsible. GiVE culture sets the standard for the social cultural shift that we think that the world needs right now. Like, we live in such a tense time. You're going to see a lot of the inside scoop or a lot of behind the scenes of what our daily life really looks like as far as a family, but you're also going to see how we venture out into the community, how we make sure that we show up at certain events. We're always in front of young people. We're going to be speaking in high schools, we speak to youth groups, we speak to community organizations, we speak to men's groups and men's ministries, and women's groups and women's ministries, and it's really just a privilege to get the call that they want to hear what you have to say, and our job is really to answer the call and just to show up. So you're going to see the whole full realm of what we do. I have a cute little office space that I've carved out in my living room slash Serena's room, but
slash family room
but in reality, I love that we started here, and I love that it's all growing, and we're just super grassroots, you know, and we're gonna grow out of the house into a whole giant corporation, you know, that really affects the world. And so because GiVE culture represents a way of life, it represents a conscious decision in your behavior. Like, I can't control the things that other people say. I can't control the things that other people do or the way that they treat others, but I can control myself. And so it's all about being accountable and making sure that we are consciously taking responsibility for our own personal contribution to the world. And by that, you have to be, we call it socially conscious, because you have to be socially conscious. Like, when you're out in public, there are all different kinds of people around you, and there are all different kinds of people that we interact with every day at Target, at the mall, at 7-Eleven, at Food Max, or wherever you shop. Like, there are lots of different walks of life around you every day. And one question that we like to ask the kids is, who deserves respect? Everyone, or just some people, or only a certain race, or only a certain gender, or only a certain age of people? And the answer is no. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves enough respect and enough consideration that we can conduct ourselves with compassion and understanding, and that when we interact with other people that are maybe not like us, that we make them feel valuable, and we make them feel like they're loved and that they're important, regardless of our differences. So in our videos, what we want to portray and what we want to kind of allow people to begin to see is that we live this every day, and we represent what we've created every day, and it starts in our hearts, and then it carries over into our relationship with Noelle and myself, and then it trickles down into our kids, and then it goes from there into their relationships with their friends. And we really have kind of set a standard for ourselves and our family of really acknowledging the fact that we can be different from someone else and have different faith systems and have different diet regimens and different exercise regimens, and still we can still all agree that we all deserve respect, and we all deserve kindness, and we all deserve to be treated with love. So we're here. We have Serena with us now. She's with us full time in the house, and so she's constantly busting out her camera and catching all the glorious moments. But really, we've been planting these seeds for 3 years, and so we've decided to kind of take the next step and invite Serena into our home to come and live with us full time, because in the world of 2018, everything has to be on camera, and everything has to be recorded, and everything has to be captured for the world to see, and that's just kind of the climate that we live in, and that's what gets the young people's attention, and that's what gets the moms on Facebook is videos and really being let in and allowed to see someone's vulnerable side and see someone's real life behind the scenes. And it's all very very valuable in order for us to share the message that we live by, and in order for us to affect the world the way that we plan to, we have to start first at home. And so we want to invite Serena in, invite the cameras in, invite the reality side of things into our life, and so that we can begin to show the world how we do it. And as we capture moments, like we always are doing something, we're always out and about. We're just trying to capture it all on film, and we're trying to piece it all together to get the attention of the world. And so that every person that believes what we believe, which is mindfulness and selflessness, like the I in GiVE is lowercase, because when you're selfless, you really put other people's needs and feelings before your own. So we're trying to create a culture of selflessness, and that's why we call the brand GiVE Culture. So we really try to challenge the kids to evaluate themselves, evaluate their relationships, and see where they can be more generous and more mindful in their lives, so that they can adopt the heart posture behind GiVE Culture. Even if they don't have a shirt, they can begin to realize that they have a choice in the way that they live, and they have a choice in the way that they make other people feel. And so far so good. We're making a pretty cool impact on our community, and one of my favorite little phrases is think globally but act locally. And so we make sure that we answer the call every time someone wants us to come and speak, even if we don't get paid for it, even if it's a completely volunteer, it's a volunteer basis. We always show up, because we're trying to impact our community first, and believing that we can make an impact globally. So it's really a privilege to get to speak to kids. It's really an honor to get the invitation to come and stand in front of the young people these days, because they're so set in their ways, even at their young age, and it's really cool to have an opportunity to get them to challenge the way that they think and to challenge the way that they live. Our message is really universal. It doesn't just apply to the youth. It doesn't just apply to a certain race or a certain gender or a certain religious group. It applies to everyone. Every single person in their uniqueness has the opportunity to make a difference in someone else's life by doing the most simple things, which is a conscious decision to be kind, or a conscious decision to be mindful, or socially conscious. In the world that we live in, we just see so much hate on TV, and so much sadness and pain and struggle and fear, and everybody thinks that we can't do anything about that, and that one person can't make a difference, and that's just not the truth. It can start with one person compliments another, that person's spirits change for the day, and they turn around and compliment someone else, and before you know it, there's a whole web of kindness and compliments and love going around. So we believe we can make a difference starting here and growing from here.
We don't fire.
It's bada. Say it.
Fire.
Don't say bada.
Bada. It's real bada.
Oh. Yay, it's pouring.
Oh my god.
And I'm here running it. Cleaning and pouring, spent the day snoring. Oh wait.
You can't hear it. You can't hear it. What's for dinner?
Oh, I gotta make everything separate for the kids when they complain. I'm not putting this
If it wasn't for last minute, nothing would get done.
For the last minute, nothing would get done. Chicken and rice. Okay.
Alright.
No, it's okay, you go. No, I don't have a minute. It's so bad.
Okay, you guys. This is them without any music. This is them with music. Ready? Okay, so I'm trying to learn this. It's bada boom, bang, pow.
Boom, bam. Shut that.
It's boom bang.
Not about
Boom, bang,